Hi everyone, a very good morning to all of you. We have been discussing the study of semiconductors from the past 1 week, and today is the last class of this session where we are going to conclude that how a junction diode conducts current. That means finally we will make PN junction diode as an eligible device of electrics. So electrically active device. Then after that we have to understand how it will work as a particular device, in which way we use it in practicality, what is the purpose of PN junction diode, that we will study in the further classes. But if you take last class, so we said that there is a junction and there is a region called depletion region, right? Now here all positive ions, here all negative ions with a potential difference VB, barrier potential. Actually it is like, see, this is at high potential and this is at low potential. So this side is negative potential, this side positive potential, and there is a potential difference, gap is there, that is VB. And when you consider a PN junction diode, at junction when electron from N side enters into P side, so this is like the electron is trying to combine with the hole. Electron hole recombination. They are diffusing each other. They are combining each other. That's why due to the recombination, the current flow is called diffusion current. Or you can also say like when electrons crosses the junction, that is nothing but like hole crosses the junction this side, electron coming this side, hole coming this side. When electron replaces hole, then hole replaces electron, so this side. So hole moves P to N, electron moves N to P. So due to such flow, there is a current from P to N. So the current will be from P to N, because electron is flowing from N to P, but current always flows from opposite to the flow of electron. So electron from N to P, so the current due to that is from P to N, and this is due to the mixing, combining of electron and hole, nothing but they are diffusing each other. That's why we call as diffusion current. So in case of PN junction diode, there are two types of mode of connection. Also there are two types of currents. First one, if charge carriers crosses the junction, they try to diffuse each other, then it is called diffusion current. Or you can say like the due to the majority charge carriers, because here electrons in N, majority. Here holes in P, majority. When majority charge carriers tries to cross the junction, then diffusion current. The other possibility is you take the junction. If here N, here P, here electrons, here holes, but these are minority charge carriers. If they cross the junction like this, then it is called drift current, because here in this case the majority charge carriers like electrons in N side, holes in P side, they move away from the junction. They drift away, they move away. That's why this is the current called drift current. What current we call it as? Drift current. So drift current is from, here electron is moving from P to N, so that the drift current is from N to P. diffusion current is from P to N, drift current is from N to P. So lot of conceptual based questions comes. Diffusion current, drift current. And later we conclude by the end of the session you will understand diffusion current is possible in forward bias, drift current is possible in reverse bias. Difference. And diffusion current is due to majority charge carriers, drift current is due to minority charge carriers. But here majority charge carriers means more number of charges. So more charge means more current. So always diffusion current is greater than drift current, because drift current is due to the movement of minority charge carriers across the junction. So here the current is very less, and this connection or this is possible in which type of connection I am telling? Reverse bias. And this is possible in forward bias. But same thing we need to understand by taking the mode of connection P-type, N-type with forward and reverse bias. So let us try to understand in that way. So first let us study about forward bias, because here we concluded there are two types of currents, diffusion and drift. First let's take forward bias. Consider a PN junction. This is P, this is N. Now you connect it to one battery such that I said last class P type should be connected to positive, N type should be connected to negative. Then this type of mode we call it as forward bias. And if you take reverse bias, if you take P type and N type, PN junction, you should connect P to negative terminal, N to positive terminal. Now, here barrier potential which opposes the charge carriers to cross the junction. But now we are applying external potential. Same thing here also. Let's take this first. See, the barrier field is this way, N to P. We have seen in the last class. But external field you are applying with the help of source, battery. That is from positive to negative. Positive to negative means from P to N. So this is barrier field, this is external field. Both are in opposite direction. When V is greater than or equal to VB, then only the electrons get sufficient force, sufficient potential difference to cross the junction. So that's why the first thing is to conduct electricity through PN junction diode. In forward bias, first you should make sure that the potential you applied must be greater than or equal to VB. This is the first thing. Then only the charges starts crossing the junction. Now, after connecting this, what happens? Current should flow means charges should flow. Charges should flow. See here. Here holes are there. Majority charge carriers are holes. And minority charge carriers are electrons. Now this is positive terminal, so electron get attracted. Negative charge attracted towards positive. But hole is positive charge according to our assumption. So the positive potential repel hole. So this will repel this way. Similar way, this side if you consider, here electrons are there majorly and less number holes are there, and you have connected to negative terminal. Now negative potential attract positive, so that holes attracts, but these electrons negatively charged get repulsion from negative terminal. So here positive holes get repulsion. Here negative electrons get repulsion. So hole try to move this way, electron try to move this way. But this is possible only when this one. Because you are trying to push opposite to the push of barrier. So barrier is trying to push them like this, but you are trying to push them towards. When this is possible, then they will overcome and the electron enters this side. So hole shifts this side. So what happens is one electron from the negative terminal enters material. One electron. And one electron from p type enters to the battery. So here one electron entered into junction diode and here one electron come out of the junction diode. So balances. Always number of charge carriers inside the junction diode remains same. Only the flow happens. The electron enters and the electrons enters here. So one electron enters, one electron leaves. So that this is the path of electron. Then current must be in the opposite way. That is from here to here. So here to here means what? P to N. So P to N current will flow, and that too due to the movement of electrons in N and holes in P, nothing but due to majority charge carriers. And they try to diffuse each other. They are trying to cross the junction. That's why this is called diffusion current, and this is from P to N, as I said in the beginning of the class. Diffusion current is possible in forward mode. Now, so diffusion current is due to majority charge carriers, first point, and diffusion current is from P to N, and diffusion current is very large because it is due to majority charge carriers. More charges, more charge, more current. And this only we call it as forward current. Because this connection is called forward bias. And I'll tell you once again, as this connection is made, one electron from negative terminal enters and one electron from p type enters to positive terminal. So always number of charges remain same, but the flow of electrons continuously takes place, continuously here, here. So that this flow of charges is possible. Earlier, when there was only junction diode, this barrier potential was opposing the flow. But now you applied some sufficient or more than sufficient so that charges can flow through the junction diode. Then it can conduct electricity. Now it is called full-fledged, fully working PN junction diode device. In which mode? Forward mode, where current is due to majority charge carriers and the charge carriers are in major in number. That's why current is also very huge. Right? Now here what happens? Now you connected P to negative terminal. Inside P, more holes are there and a less number of electrons are there. See, the small number, I mean minority charge carriers in P, nothing but electrons, get repelled from negative terminal. So these minority charge carriers push right side, but majority charge carriers attract towards. So that here majority charge carriers are not crossing the junction. Only minority charge carriers are crossing the junction. Same way here also, more electrons will be there and a less number of holes. We connected to positive terminal. So positive potential will repel positive hole. So hole will try to shift this side. I mean get pushed this side. But electron is negatively charged. It tries to get attracted. So here majority charge carriers, they try to move away. They are drifting away, moving away from each other. Only minority charge carriers, electrons in p-type, holes in n-type, they try to recombine. That's why here the current is very less, because number of minority charge carriers are very less, and this current we call it as drift current. But drift current is very less compared to diffusion current, and this type of mode we call it as reverse bias, and this current is called reverse current. And forward current is from P to N. But if you take the reverse bias here, now here one electron enters from negative terminal, one electron joined here, and one electron shifts here, and one electron, because this is positive terminal attracting electron, so electron comes here. So one electron and one electron, so that the electron flow is from left to right this way. Then current must be in opposite way. So current is in this way means like this, get this. So N to P. So that is the difference between forward bias and reverse bias. Diffusion current, drift current. More current, less current. And P to N current, N to P current. And here also, what happens? See, electron enters from negative terminal. Electron enters from negative terminal. But here majority charge carriers are entering here, and that electron will enter here. But here same electron will enter, but minority charge carriers are coming here, and that electron will come here. So that charge flow is happening. So that here charge flow is happening. So that's why here electron flow is from N to P, current is from P to N. Here electron flow is N to, electron flow is from P to N. So current is from N to P. So here the current is due to minority charge carriers, less in number, less amount of charge. That's why current is very less. But this much we have tried for what? To increase the conductivity, to increase the current or electricity passage through the conductor, I mean semiconductor. But finally with this method we got less current. So which is advantageous, which is more beneficial? Forward bias. But people are crazy. They won't leave it anything. They tried this also. They thought about this also. They tried to made one device with this connection also. Even though the current is less, they made one device, that is Zener diode, voltage stabilizer. Like fridge, TV, for everything we use one stabilizer to maintain one constant voltage. That was done, achieved by this junction diode in reverse bias. So that is what. So they didn't leave anything. Don't say that this is useless. Even though it is having less current, they made one device with that. So but this is how we can connect the PN junction diode to conduct electricity or to allow the current to pass through it. Right? Now same thing, let us try to understand with a graph. Like current versus voltage graph for the same forward and reverse bias connection. Let's see that. Now if you consider the forward and reverse bias, let's take the graph. The graphical understanding, or you can say like characteristics of PN junction diode. First, the PN junction diode connected in forward mode and the other one is connected in reverse mode. Now here, see, here the barrier potential is VB and this one is V. The first thing is V should be greater than or equal to VB, then only current. Otherwise, no passage of electricity. So that, see, initially up to some voltage there is no current. This is voltage, this is current. But at a particular moment, the current starts increases. At a particular moment. That means at a particular value. That is equal to VB. So this voltage is called knee voltage. What is that? Knee voltage. So up to this much of applied voltage, there is no current in the forward bias also. So the voltage must be greater than particular minimum value. Then only the current in the diode increases. So this is called the current versus voltage graph in forward bias. From here the current will increase like this. Now similar way if you consider reverse bias here. Now here when you apply some voltage, the current starts increases slowly, but very less. But very less current. But if you keep on increasing this voltage, keep on increasing, at a particular point suddenly the current rises. The current increased in reverse direction very hugely, sudden gradual increase, and this is called breakdown point. What we call it as breakdown point. But this breakdown point, there are two types of breakdown, like avalanche breakdown, Zener breakdown. Those things we will discuss in detail in the coming class. Mostly coming session. But right now you understand how the current varies with the applied voltage in forward bias and in reverse bias. In forward bias up to some voltage no current, but after that it increases. And here you can understand one thing, that diode doesn't obey Ohm's law, because Ohm's law says V proportional to I and the graph must be straight line, but here it is a curve. That's why diode is one of the device which doesn't obey Ohm's law. But you can take that resistance of junction diode equal to delta V by delta I. If you change the voltage by some amount, there is a corresponding change in current. So that change in voltage by change in current is called dynamic resistance of junction diode. Dynamic resistance of junction diode, but it does not obey Ohm's law. And this forward bias we will represent in this way. Generally PN junction diode we represent in this way. This is P side, this is N side. So here we connect this to positive, we connect this to negative terminal. And here same way we connect this to negative, we connect this to positive, because this is P side, this is N side. This is P side, this is N side. So this way also you can represent the junction diode. So this is all about how and why we have to conduct the junction diode. But till now what we have achieved is, we got one device which can conduct electricity other than conductor. That's it. But in what way we can use them as a device, that we need to understand further. But that depends upon what type of device and how. All those things we will discuss in the coming session. So this is the representation, and this is the forward bias, and this is the reverse bias. And I told you we will discuss about this, why there is a sudden increase in the reverse current. Why? When it happens, we need to understand. But few questions comes in the entrance based on this connection only. Like suppose one diode is there. Here 0 volt, here minus 2 volt. Which type of connection? Whether it is forward or reverse bias. This is 0, this is minus 2. So here this is high potential, this is low potential. Yes sir? Like see here. This is actual forward bias. Forward bias means what? P2 positive, N2 negative. That means P should be connected to high potential in another way. Not like always positive negative. Think logically. N should be connected to low potential. So P high, N low, forward bias. P low, N high, that is reverse bias. One you remember, then other will come automatically. So here the P is connected to high potential, N is connected to low potential. So what kind of connection is this? Forward bias. P high, N low. So that way the question, previously many times they asked questions in the entrances. This is one kind of question in the based on the junction diode, right? So one simple question I have given. But some other questions also will be there, like some circuit questions also will be there. So you have to consider that like a one conducting material in the questions. So we will discuss those questions also, because one question comes every time in the entrance based on junction diode. So we will see. But right now one type of model I explained, that is based on this type of connection. Because our main topic what we discussed today is type of connection, right? So let us continue the same way in the coming sessions. What is the purpose of junction diode? How we can use them as a device, right? Thank you.